Okay, my name is James Machine. It's Kung Fu Habit number 2. I want to talk about supernatural stuff and Bigfoot, etc., etc. Alright, so as you guys know, I think last week, week before last, someone had posted something about Bigfoot on my Facebook. Well, it was on their Facebook, but I'm like connected to them or whatever. And I don't think there's a forum for people like me and them because I strongly believe in Bigfoot. And yes, it has something to do with my Native American ties and all that other shit. But, the thing about supernatural stuff, there's a reason why it's called supernatural. It's beyond human understanding or human abilities and shit like that. Well, we have proven in the long run over the last 100 years or 75 years that telekinesis actually does exist. I can't really say telepathy exists, and I know the teleportation and stuff doesn't exist, and if it does, we haven't proven it. We haven't proved the X-Men theory to be real or unreal, but there are TV shows called Superhumans that can do things that most normal people cannot do. And when I say normal, I'm not talking about like uh, lifestyle normal. I'm talking about like as a human being who has 5 fingers and 5 toes and can breathe in air, not carbon dioxide. All right. So we've proven that these things exist. At least telekinesis. We've proven that that exists. We have not proven that telepathy or telepathics exists. We have proven that there's a bond between identical twins. Now, not every twin has this thing, but most twins do. I think more than not. I'm not a twin, so I don't know if you're a twin and you're watching this. Hey, drop me some info. And I mentioned some things about supernatural stuff. All right. The closest thing I've come to supernatural stuff, besides that witch rider attacking me, is a chi heating element with my hands. I've only unlocked this like maybe 3 times in my lifetime. The last time I unlocked it, my uh, Qigong sensei, Haroma Johnson, unlocked it for me. I don't know what she did, but however she was teaching us to do it, I could actually feel it. So the only other times that I have unlocked it was way back in my teens when I was fighting. Because this hand, I'm not left-handed. I guess not like born and raised left-handed, but I've had to train myself to be left-handed. But I could feel like the best way to describe it would be if you watched Fatal Fury. Terry Bogard, I think. Yeah, Terry's the oldest one. Burning Knuckles. That's the best way I can feel it because it would be this whole hand. It would feel like it's on fire. So the burning knuckle theory actually does exist. I have that. I don't know how to trigger it when I need it, but I do have it. I learned that back when I was 15. Nobody taught it to me. I just I guess tapped into it. I don't know if that's the right words to use or manifestation. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, you know, there are many things that are impossible, but the truth is nothing is impossible. Or to quote the Koreans, Admiral Zen, if you're a Mass Effect fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. In Game 2, she said, many things are impossible until they're actually done, which is a true statement, and it really is. Many things are impossible until they're actually done. I love that statement, and I'm going to probably put that on my Facebook as like my favorite quote. So I will tell you, when it comes to dealing with supernatural stuff, you know, they hide from us for a reason. You know, it's not that they are hiding out of fear, because to be honest, I don't know if the human beings are really ready. Some of us are ready. Some of us are ready to accept the unknown and go full throttle into it. A lot of us are not ready. A lot of us are not ready to find out if aliens are among us. A lot of us are not ready to find out if you have supernatural powers, and most of the time, um, if you go with your instincts, most of the time your instincts are actually closer to right than wrong. I had to explain this to my late father that I'm always closer to right than wrong. I mean, I'm almost never wrong. I like almost never. If I say something's gonna happen, it's bound to happen. And a lot of us, we um, aren't willing to follow our instincts or believe everything that we see. My family, and they're probably all gonna hate me for this. Some of us have the gift of second sight. Right? So what that basically means is like if you watch things like Long Island Medium or crossing over with John Edwards and stuff like that. We're kind of like that. I haven't been able to communicate with any spirits. I have seen many of them, but I have not been able to sit there and have a fucking conversation with them. That would be great, but that shit's not gonna happen. But I have seen things. I have been attacked by things as a child, so I don't really have a fear of that. What I have a fear of is when's it coming back. Alright. Now, as far as the Witch Rider is concerned, or blood paralysis, paralysis means you're paralyzed. And if your blood is paralyzed, you probably die. So whoever came up with that concept, you're an asshat. But because paralysis means you can't move. Your blood has to be moving constantly through your body for you to actually be alive. So I don't think blood paralysis is an actual viable thing. But nobody really wants to agree with me and call it the Witch Rider. But I will say this: since I was 15, it has not come back, and I am 43. And the reason why I don't think it's come back is because if I can touch it, I can catch it. If I can catch it, I just have to be able to prove that it exists. You know. And if you watch The Usual Suspects, and if you've seen me, I always refer to this one phrase in The Usual Suspects, which is my second quote. The only thing the devil ever had to do was prove to mankind that he does not exist and he will have total reign over the world. So, how do we know that these supernatural creatures don't exist? You don't. But people would quickly call someone like me, or one of those Long Island Medium people, or Brooklyn Medium, or whatever. I look at them. I don't really watch the show, but I believe in them. And psychics and shit. They would call us crazy or insane. And if you've been watching Legion like me, you know that that show touches on some crazy shit. So if you don't follow your instincts when these things happen, you know, you have no answer. But for me, since I've been a victim of a spiritual attack since I was like 7 to 15, that's a lot of years. It's like 8 years of that shit. This thing sitting on me in my sleep, choking the fuck out of me for ample minutes. I don't know if it was draining energy or whatever. It wasn't a succubus. It was trying to kill me. Succubus tried to kill you too, but I've never met a succubus. But, that probably would be awesome because that's all about sex. I'll gladly give my soul to a succubus. Anyway, freaking out. I'm just kidding. But I'll gladly give her the dick. Anyway, so with this Witch Rider thing, it was set on my chest, and it was like monster death grip. And I have been searching for anyone who's ever experienced it, and they do have videos here on YouTube about people having night terrors and shit, and that's cool and everything, And truth is stranger than fiction. It's not a statement; it's a fact. And you can't tell everyone like I'm doing now about this Witch Rider experiment. So there are no forums or shows to talk about this the way I would like to talk about it. So Destination, if you're America, if you're listening, give me a show where I can sit in a group of people in a forum and talk about these experiences and see if there are more people out there who actually have experienced this shit like I have. I mean, this Supernatural's not a fucking joke. No. Now, granted, we don't have people going around like Dean and Sam Winchester fucking shit up. Because if that's happening, I want that job. Like, literally, I want to go around hunting these things. If you got like a Tobin spirit guy like Ghostbusters to teach me how to stop them without fucking like getting destroyed, that would be great too. So you see where I'm going with that? Yeah. There's not a lot of people who deal with the mystic arts, or ways of combating mystical, magical creatures. There have been stories on Destination America with like the little trolls that used to plague the Native Americans and their connection with Bigfoot and stuff like that. So, which is another reason why I believe in these kind of things, because I'm partially Native American. I mean, you can look at me and tell. So, I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, how come no one ever thinks? I'm gonna do a second video about this. So, I'm gonna get deep right now, but I'm gonna do a second video about this supernatural stuff. But I want to know. I mean, am I the only one that believes in supernatural stuff? And I know everybody's like, well, how can you believe in that? I said, well, here's my answer to that. For those who don't believe in supernatural stuff, but you believe in God, and God is supernatural, like abundantly supernatural, creator of all life, has many names, but there's only one of them. So if you can believe in the God and the devil, why can you not believe in Bigfoot and aliens and shit like that? Because let's be honest, there are between 7 and 9 planets in our universe, and they've proven that the Earth is round. So how much more does it take to prove that the galaxy ends with that, and then the universe begins around our galaxy? See, a galaxy is a system of planets inside of a universe, and a universe is everlasting. That's why it's called a universe. Kind of like infinity. There's no number higher than infinity. Maybe infinity, infinity, or infinity times infinity, or whatever that thing we used to do as kids when we started talking about I love you to infinity, or forever and a day. Forever never ends. So, you can love someone forever. Now, you'll end before forever ends. And it's kind of like this riddle. I will last as long as forever, but I never run out. But you run out of me before I run out of you. What am I? Give yourself a couple of minutes. The answer is time. See, we have a time on Earth. Our age limit has a time on how long we're going to live. Some people live to be 105 or 108. I think the oldest person right now is 107. I'm not going to swear to that. You guys have to Google that because Google can answer everything. Or Jeeves if he's still existing. But time itself, since it began, has no true ending. We run out of time. Because, like I said, your lifespan, let's say the average person now may live to be 110. May. It's possible. If you're healthy, if you don't do drugs, if you don't do things that make you have to take medication to extend your life. Because most people don't really want to live until they get really close to the end of their life, when you're supposed to live every day like it's the last day of your life, because you don't know when your life's going to end. You don't have that foresight to see your last day. If you did, people would be preparing for it from the day they could talk. All right, well, I'm going to die in 2025 at the age of 47, and it's going to be a car wreck. So you're going to spend all your life avoiding car wrecks. You're going to try not to ride in vehicles at any way, shape, or time just so that you can extend that. See? Supernatural. Now, most people, I think that when you're getting close to the end, 10% of us probably know when we're going to go. Because my aunt told me when my dad was dying, the couple of days before he died, he had saw her. And she said, like, the weekend before he died, actually, because he died the next week after she seen him, he had died like 2 days later, or 3 days later. So she said that he came down, he helped out, and he wasn't looking right. He got ashy like twice. So he'd go back to the back, he'd freshen up and, clean himself up and put on some lotion. He was fine. She said within 20 minutes, he was ashy again. So, like I said, there are some times where you're not sure if you're going to go, but other people might know if you're going to go. But she never called me and told me any of that stuff, and then he died, in a tragic car wreck, which is my fault because it was my car. Had I been healthy enough to drive, maybe it would have been me instead of him, or maybe we would have went together, which I would have been completely okay with that because I don't have children. So if I died with my dad, I probably would have been at peace on the way out. No. But yeah, it was pretty bad. I still have bad thoughts about it all the time. But in that same breath, I do believe that some people actually know when they're going to go. When my aunt Myrrh passed, she passed like a year to the day after her husband had died. So some people can die from a broken heart because she said she was healthy. The doctor said she was healthy, and then she was dead. So, because she had got a cold 2 weeks before she died, and I had talked to her like a week before she died. I had actually saw her. She was fine. And then I had called, and then Aunt Ruth Ann said, yeah, your Aunt Myrrh just died like 2 or 3 days ago. I was like, the fuck you mean she just died 2 or 3 days ago? I just talked to her. And then my dad called me and told me my Aunt Myrrh died. I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? So yeah, my Aunt Myrrh passed like 2 weeks to the day or the year that her husband died. So I guess she told me that Tony gave up, so apparently she gave up too. But hopefully they're together in the afterlife. Yes, I do believe in the afterlife. Go ahead, judge me, I don't care. So, you know, you can't put too much past the supernatural stuff. This video has made it past the 15-minute mark, so I'm going to end it now and start another one. I'm Chase Wave Senior. This is Confirming number 2. Be seeing you on the flip side.